All right, here is another crusty Kugel. So, let's take a look at the cap up close. You can see it looks like the 5-leaf pattern. Pretty loose. In fact, it's so loose that this is the way it looks when it hangs. Just like that, because you can see that the steel wire itself has been pulled up quite a ways. There's really not much you can do with that. That's just the way it's going to hang on the tree, and that looks not very good. All right, so let's see if we can fix this. Get this tightened up on here a little bit better. All right, so I'm actually just going to pull this out because I don't really care. Here we go. Now I'm going to show you the wiring on one of these. So actually, I might end up using all of this, and I might be able to reuse this, which I have never been able to do before, but I think this one's in good enough shape. I don't think it's rusty. I think that I can do it. So, all right, this is not what I was intending to do. So I'm going to take this side out. I can see that pulling on this loop right here. Let's see if I can get this out of here. This really gives you a good idea of how these are put together. Oops. So here we go. You ready? So here we go. That thing is crusty. And then here is what that original loop looks like, if you ever wanted to know. And I think we can reuse it. I'm just going to bend this back a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this was... Actually, what I will do before I do this, I'm going to set this down. I'm going to take this cap and just run over it with this steel, or this not steel, this brush just real quick. Give me a couple seconds. And I know a lot of people take brass cleaner to these and really shine them up, but they look kind of strange, I think, when you see an old Kugel with just beautiful shine on the cap. I often wonder how much brass has been put on those. These should have a natural patina of some sort. So I'm just gonna, that's all I'm gonna do. Just a little bit of a brass brush on it, and I think that looks way better than what it looked like before. Nothing too unusual. So let's take our guy here. Let's put him back in. Now there's a good chance that this is too rusty and it may not work. I just don't know turning this wire back in on itself if it's going to work or not. So sorry. So I put that back in. And if you turn it sideways, you see that the knot is not above the neck where it was before, but it's quite a ways down in there still. So that being said, I'm going to put my cap on. I'm going to put my ring on. And I'm just going to clamp this real quick. Just down to there. So, obviously what I need to do is I need to take this wire and turn it back on itself and back down into this hole. So let me get this set just a little bit better. Okay. However, this is too much. This is where some of you might scream a little bit, but this is too much wire for me to work with. So I am taking some of it off. Get this turned in on itself. Sometimes get myself out of the picture there. Okay. That's where we are right now. Now I'm just going to get this pointed. Take the clamp off. If I can get this aimed back into that hole. Let's see, am I in there? Okay, now I'm just going to roll this. As I grab this, I'm just going to roll. There we go. And that cap is back on. It's not going anywhere. It is, you can see that it moves a little bit, but it is tight. It is not going to go anywhere. There you go.